Gentlemen, you had your instructions earlier, so you both know what I expect. A clean championship fight. Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. As we discussed, punches on this belt line are not considered low. Good luck to both of you.
Takuma Inoue defending his WBA Bantamweight Championship belt for the first time. His goal, to be undisputed in the weight division, just like his older brother, Naoya Inoue. To do so, he has to get through Jerwin Ancajas, the challenger and former champion who's moved up in weight, now feels comfortable at this weight. And we get you underway here, round one. Karan Bhatia on the call, joined by former world champion Chris Algieri. Takuma Inoue, the champion in the white and black trunks. Jerwin Ancajas, the challenger in the red and white trunks.
And as we had mentioned, Ancajas is moving up in weight, yet he looks like the bigger man. He's taller, he's got a longer reach, and he's filled in nicely after the lane. He does look like the bigger guy. There's that nice footwork from Inoue, very explosive as he closes the gap. Very nice in and out movement on display here.
Nice right hand there landed for Inoue. Good counter punching ability on display. And we mentioned Ancajas moving up in weight. He felt like he was sucked down at 115 pounds, wanted to make a change. And according to their camp, he feels much more comfortable at this weight class.
Yeah, physically he looks stronger, he looks fuller. Notice Inoue, we've got a southpaw in Ancajas, orthodox in Takuma. And Takuma doing a great job controlling the center of the ring. Very good moves against the southpaw, who's going to be on the outside, trying to score with those left hands, but Inoue giving a lot of good head movement and staying in control of that center of the ring.
Takuma Inoue, a very measured and careful approach here in round one. Standing his ground, using the jab and his left hand as that range finder so far in this round one.
Ancajas, a little bit twitchy, explosive, looking to land those big shots, throwing the jab down low, the left hand up high. But so far, Inoue has been very adept at just getting out of the way of those left hands.
We've seen Ancajas unload with the left hand 2 or 3 times here in round one. And it seems like Takuma Inoue's game plan is to stay back and counter, Chris.
Yeah, he's getting his head off line and coming right back with 2-3 punches at a time, which is good. He's not a big puncher, but he does have explosiveness and physical strength. That combined with a good engine is how Inoue tends to take his opponents deep and try and drown them.
And we saw it again there a moment ago. Left hand by Ancajas just misses, and then Takuma Inoue counters with some quick left and right hands.
Yeah, very tactical first round. Both guys feeling each other out, trying to find their range, trying to figure out what's going to work against each other. I mean, when you have that southpaw orthodox matchup, there's always going to be some feeling out in the early rounds.
In the corner there, Shingo Inoue, the father of both Naoya Inoue and Takuma Inoue. Takuma Inoue started boxing at age 4 after watching his father and brother train together. And we see there the corner of Jerwin Ancajas, proudly representing the Philippines, calls Manny Pacquiao his idol, but looking to make his own legacy here tonight as we look at some of the highlights of the opening round.
Yeah, nice throwaway jab from Inoue with the right hand. That lands a little short, landed good, didn't land super solid, but well placed, good timing, hit it well behind that jab.
Round 2 underway from our WBA championship fight, our main event here from the Ryogoku Arena, the National Sumo Arena in Tokyo, Japan. And right away, again, we see Jerwin Ancajas pick up where he left off and try to land that big left hand.
Yeah, but Inoue is showing really nice, smooth head movement and upper body rhythm. Also, he's got that great first step. He's very explosive off that step, whether in or out. Closing that distance very explosively there, but still coming up short with the punches.
And we mentioned Takuma Inoue has been boxing since he was 4 years old. And if you look at him now, there's definitely a focus there, right? A concentration. And that's something that you develop, muscle memory that you develop throughout the years.
Anyways, looking to land that check left hook over the top as Ancajas throws the straight left hand. It's a good move, but it's a dangerous one because it does put your head on the line for that left hook. You got to make sure that you're dipping your head nicely to get that left hook over the top.
And so far, we're seeing both men positioning and trying to land that backhand. The left hand for Ancajas, the right hand for Inoue. Both men trying to set that up.
There's the dip left hook again from Inoue. Just coming up short. Do like that upper body rhythm and movement that Inoue is using. His defense is sharp. He just hasn't been able to put his hands together to be offensive against Ancajas yet.
Coming up on 45 seconds to go in round 2. It's been a tactical fight so far, a battle of positioning and counter-punching from both Inoue and Ancajas.
Good body work there from Ancajas. Got tied up a little bit upstairs, but let loose with both hands to the body of Inoue. Yeah, both guys tentative here in round 2. Nobody wants to make a mistake. Very, very tactical battle here early on.
Very tactical, a very even matchup so far in our championship fight here. Ancajas raises his hand there, the right hand lead.
It's a common story from a lot of fighters from the Philippines. You know, it's nobody's coming from means who come out of the Philippines looking to box. I mean, look at Manny Pacquiao, the great, the legend Manny Pacquiao. And a lot of fighters follow in his footsteps because of that. Yeah, Ancajas is frantic when he gets close enough to Inoue, but hasn't been able to put any hands on him yet.
We saw Takuma Inoue open up there a little bit more, not waiting on Ancajas, but instead starting his own offense.
Inoue is very subtle with the shots that he lands. He landed a nice jab over the top as Ancajas came in. Changes levels nicely, gets his head offline. Fundamentally, very, very sound work from Takuma so far.
And we've been speaking about it tonight, Chris. So Takuma doesn't necessarily have the same power as his older brother, Naoya Inoue. So that means you have to do other things in the ring, and we're seeing that here tonight. A careful, measured approach, good counter punching, being slick, good head movement, and we're seeing those things from Takuma Inoue.
Yeah, I mean, he does a lot of things really well. I think he actually does every aspect of the sport really well. He's just not a puncher like his brother. His brother does these well also. He just doesn't need to do it as much because he's got such lights-out power. But Takuma is very, very well schooled, and you can see that. Very well conditioned, good footwork, good head movement, counters at the right time, places his punches well. Oh, nice.
Big right hand there, rocked Ancajas, and another by Inoue.
Beautifully timed shot as Ancajas came in, and then nice follow-up as well. Oh, there's that check hook I was talking about, that left hook over the top as Ancajas lets go with that left hand.
Takuma Inoue seemingly finding his timing at the end of round 3. 2 right hands landed, and then a left hand that definitely caught the attention of Jerwin Ancajas. Big right hand there for Inoue.
That rocked Ancajas. Didn't see the punch coming. Yeah, you see the formula for Takuma, what their game plan was. Counter straight hands, left hooks over the top. Be deceptive on your offense on the way in. Good defense, make Ancajas reach and make him pay. Absolutely. I mean, he was overthrowing the punches. You know, he was missing early on because of that very quick head movement, upper body rhythm that Takuma was showing. And then Ancajas was starting to get over that front foot, and that's why he ran into that shot. Also, that's why the shot hurt him. I mean, if you head-on collision, you're going to get hit harder, even if the guy's not a big puncher.
Round 4 underway in our WBA Bantamweight Championship fight. Takuma Inoue looking to build off of the momentum in round 3.
And notice the battle of the footwork. Takuma Inoue consistently is the man with the lead foot on the outside. That's where you want to be against the southpaw. Win that lead foot battle. And Takuma is usually the one who has that foot on the outside. So consistently, he's winning that exchange.
Watch your hands.
Beautiful combinations there on the inside from Inoue. And it seems like, at least so far, Chris, Inoue may have the speed advantage.
Oh, absolutely, definitely. Ancajas looks to be lumbering forward. He's not closing the distance with any kind of explosiveness. And even when he does get inside, he seems to freeze a bit. One, because of the good head movement of Takuma, but also the hand speed, like you had mentioned. Big swing and a miss from Ancajas.
Beautiful right uppercuts on the inside for Inoue. And you mentioned it moments ago, Inoue threw and then was able to get out of range.
Yeah, Ancajas is just too slow with his feet. And more you're seeing Takuma be more comfortable on the inside as he's realizing the speed differential.
Both fighters trading body shots. The right hand gets through for Ancajas.
Big right hook from Ancajas. Best punch of the fight so far for him. Ooh, good body work, too.
And here comes Jerwin Ancajas. Left hand to the body, right hand upstairs.
Look at the size difference, man. Ancajas much bigger. But Takuma is feeling comfortable to stay in the inside exchange. Power, though, of Ancajas is coming through, landing some of these big shots on the inside. I think Takuma will be better served fighting at that middle distance where he's able to use that head movement, that speed, and that counter punching rather than exchanging with the bigger man on the inside.
Inoue trading toe-to-toe with Ancajas. Now, Inoue did land some quick check left hooks there in those exchanges, but certainly Ancajas having more success at this distance.
Nice body work. This whole card has been the story of body work. A lot of well-schooled Japanese fighters that are not forgetting the body. Rusty, but I would assume that Shingo, his trainer and father, was telling him something similar.
We'll see if Inoue makes adjustments here and fights at the distance he was having success at in the first 3 rounds.
I mean, he's got such phenomenal footwork. He's able to explode in and out and making Ancajas reach and run into counter punches. He was doing that really well in round 3, but round 4 chose to stay on the inside and exchange with Ancajas. He got hit with some big punches himself.
And there was a great quick combination by Inoue and then moved out of the way, out of range from Ancajas. And we've been seeing that a lot tonight. Ancajas coming up short with some of these counter punches.
And Inoue is very good at letting his hands go and then slip sliding his way out, just like this. Putting it all together.
If you look at the movement of Inoue, I mean, this is very different than round 4. So I'm guessing that was the instructions from his father and trainer Shingo, is use your movement, because we're not seeing the same Inoue that we saw just a round ago.
Yeah, from what I've seen from the training of Shingo, he really does train hit and don't be hit. No reason to stand in there and trade with a guy. especially if you're getting touched up and he's bigger. Takuma has the obvious speed advantage and the big clash of heads there.
Halfway through this round 5, Takuma Inoue, the champion, back to working at distance. We also have to give credit to Jerwin Ancajas for coming forward, for working the body. There's a reason he defended his championship belt 9 times. That just speaks to his toughness and his ability to make adjustments in fight.
No, a ton of experience, former champion, you know, moved up in weight, coming to challenge the champion in his home turf. Coming to bring it, wants to fight. They finish up the rounds where they're exchanging. They're both smiling, going back to the corner. You got 2 warriors here in the ring tonight.
Absolutely, and a massive right hand there got through for Takuma Inoue. And another, this time a shorter right hand to the head.
Yeah, he's doing a great job fighting at this middle distance, picking off Ancajas, who's just too slow-footed, too obvious with what he's coming with offensively. And Takuma has the ability to make him miss and make him pay for it.
Keep him up, Jerwin.
But let's see if he can keep it up, because Ancajas is putting pressure, coming forward. And more you see Takuma taking those moments to exchange and get flat-footed, which is Ancajas' best chance.
Round 6 here underway. The WBA Championship taking place at the Ryogoku Kokugikan Arena, the National Sumo Arena in Tokyo, Japan. Takuma Inoue in the white and black trunks. Jerwin Ancajas, the challenger, in the red and white trunks. And right now we're seeing the fight play out at the distance that it seemed like Takuma Inoue was more comfortable at. So Chris, would you recommend Jerwin Ancajas trying to close the distance like he did right there?
I mean, he is, but the problem with that is that he overextends himself at times and runs into the counter shots, the sharp counter shots of Takuma. So he's got to close the distance. He's got to cut off the ring. He's got to slowly eke his way into position. He has the longer arms. He needs to use them. See, he's jabbing at the wrong distance. He's not closing the distance. He's not bringing his back foot up. So he's staying right at that middle range where the speed advantage of Inoue is obvious. Nice feint there from Takuma. Ooh, and that's the thing. The fundamentals of Takuma Inoue are fantastic. He's got the footwork, the in and out, the jabs, the counters. Now he's using feints.
2 lightning fast right hands to the head of Ancajas by Inoue.
Ancajas making an adjustment now, throwing that straight left hand to the body, and that's a smart move. Been having a lot of trouble getting to the head of Takuma all night long.
Don't punch.
What else is important here? When at this range, Inoue is not wasting energy wrestling with the bigger Ancajas. On the inside, you can see Ancajas is starting to use his will, his body weight, his size to grab and to lean on Takuma. But at that middle range, Takuma has more time to rest. He has more distance. He doesn't have to waste energy wrestling like this. Nice feint again there. Ooh, good body shot from Ancajas on the inside.
Box out of there. Obey the bell.
Seems like Ancajas just needs to make this rough because he's getting picked apart on the outside.
Round 7.
Round 7 underway here. Takuma Inoue, his first defense of the WBA Bantamweight Championship belt, a belt that was formerly held by his older brother, Naoya Inoue. Takuma's goal, he said, is to become undisputed in this weight class, following the footsteps of his brother, Naoya.
That's one thing about Takuma that he's shown in past fights. His conditioning is fantastic. Tends to come on strong late. Good body work there on the inside.
And so far in round 7, it does seem like Ancajas is having more success trying to cut off the ring, Chris.
Yeah, he's doing well closing the distance here. He's not just chasing Inoue. Inoue a little less slippery than he was a few rounds ago. And again, choosing to stand and fight and wrestle on the inside. This is beneficial for Ancajas. This is where he wants the fight to happen. You can just see the feet, though. Such a difference. Ancajas lumbers forward. Inoue has those explosive steps in and out.
We mentioned the battle for outside foot positioning. We know Ancajas, one thing he wants to do is get on the inside. Would you also recommend, Chris, him trying to get on the outside foot positioning?
No, absolutely, because you need to have your opponent between your feet so you can generate the most power. That's within your punching range. It's very difficult to punch with power outside of your foot positioning there. So you got to keep the man in between your feet. So now you're starting to see Ancajas stepping to that outside. You want to be at least head up with that front foot, if not all the way on the outside. Good exchanges here for Ancajas. He's getting the better of these.
Both men trading hooks, working the body. Very competitive back and forth round 7. And Chris, this is what we're talking about. It seems to be more competitive when they're fighting at this close range, this phone booth type fight.
Absolutely. I mean, it's more competitive. It's more compelling. I'm sure the people at home are enjoying it more. I mean, I like the stuff from the outside and all the high boxing IQ that Inoue is showing, but this is fun too.
And so there has to be a reason that Takuma Inoue is choosing to fight like that. And that probably is that even though he's getting hit with Ancajas, he feels like he's getting the better of it on the inside.
It could be fatiguing too. Moving around the ring is very tiring. Being explosive like that, being on point is very difficult. It saps a lot of your discipline. So,
but clearly, Takuma Inoue feels like he can absorb those punches, right? He's not necessarily shying away
not at all
from that.
Yeah, he's not taking the shots full on. He has the ability to roll with them, get a little shoulder up, get a glove up. Good counters there. You can see the beginning of every round, he starts out moving. But like the tide, Ancajas just keeps coming forward, keeps pressing.
You hear the corner of Ancajas say, walk him down.
That's exactly what he's trying to do. Yeah, it seems to me like the Ancajas game plan is the long game. Keep walking him down, break him down, get him tired, make him stand in front of you, and then damage him as much as you can down the stretch.
Quick combination there from Inoue. And as we've been speaking about, he started the round boxing and moving, then ended up on the inside. It's happening more and more as the rounds go on. So, Chris, to your point, it could be partially fatigue. It could be partially feeling like he can absorb these punches, or a combination of both.
Yeah, I'm thinking more and more that it's fatigue and little lapses in discipline. Because he is getting hit, and some of these look like they're heavy shots. Takuma doesn't seem like he's being affected by them just yet, but listen, in terms of scoring, very dangerous to let your opponent get off like this.
And big left hook there landed for Inoue. Definitely had an effect on Ancajas, maybe slowed him down a hair. in this round 8.
Yeah, except for this body work from Ancajas is going to slow down Takuma. He's doing really nice, consistent work here. This is one of the better salvos that he's had. See how Takuma rolls with that shot? He doesn't take the punches, especially to the head, very cleanly. He has nice little deftly quick rolls and slides and gets his hands in position. The body work is a different story, though. Ancajas has been beating the body on both sides.
And it looks like the punch is affecting you when you roll with it because you turn your head, but you're actually making it less effective.
Right, yeah, that's what I mean. He's not taking the full brunt of the force, but those body punches, though, like I had mentioned in previous fights, even the ones that land on your elbows and your arms, they affect you. You feel those. You absorb them in your body.
So even though they aren't scoring blows, they're still having an effect.
Absolutely. One of the better rounds for Ancajas in terms of landing leather. I don't speak Japanese, but I speak boxing. That sounded like he said, cut some angles, use your head moving up and down, don't stand in front of him.
Monster. You see Naoya there giving some advice to his brother. But like we mentioned, Chris, very different fighting styles from both brothers.
Yeah, a lot of the same fundamentals are there, because that's another thing about Inoue, which makes him that incredible, is that fundamentally he boxes very, very well. He's very, very sharp. He's got good footwork, sound fundamentals. I mean, he does everything right. It's textbook boxing. It's just he has that big power. Oh, good combination there from the outside. 2-1-2 over the top.
Round 9 for a WBA Bantamweight Championship main event. Takuma Inoue has had success boxing and moving, but seemingly ends like this, and a big right hand to the body drops Ancajas.
He's hurt. That's it.
And that's the end of the fight. Takuma Inoue knocks out Jerwin Ancajas with a body shot.
That came out of nowhere. It looked like Ancajas was coming on, and even early in the round, Takuma was standing in front, standing his ground, exchanging, rolling. And then all of a sudden, boom, a body shot ends it.
No risk, no gain. That was the mentality of Takuma Inoue coming into this fight. Inoue said he wanted to challenge himself, and tonight he did just that and rose to the occasion. A brutal knockout win over Jerwin Ancajas. And now Takuma Inoue continues to create his own legacy at bantamweight with a successful bantamweight defense. Let's take a look here at the replay. That right hand to the body, another one.
That one, yep. It's hard to see. The body's in the way. Can't tell if it was to the liver or to the solar plexus, but it was a right hand in between the punches. And that's what those punches, those shots that hit you in between. Yeah, it was right on the liver. You know, it was a right uppercut right on the liver, and that shuts you off when you get hit with that shot. And you saw Ancajas didn't want to go down, had a little slight delay. You saw the pain in his face. Goes down, takes a full 10 count.
And those slight delay body punches, Chris, can really take everything out of you, and we saw that with Jerwin Ancajas.
Oh, it's completely debilitating. You totally lose function of your body. It's organ pain. You're not supposed to feel that. You're not supposed to get hit in your organs. That liver gets hit, and the body just shuts down.
Round number 9, our free in charge, Mark Nelson, reaches the
Takuma Inoue.
This